And we're back with another cozy stream with a blue dog owlin. In today's game, Princess of World's End. A special thank you to Wake Hall Studios for providing us a copy of this on the PC. It says here, a dark fantasy visual novel about a girl named Princess who, through a strange series of events, unlocks a new power that changes her life forever. Guide Princess to help her get her life together, manage her relationships, her addiction, and most importantly, prevent the end of the world. Nani? Princess of World End. Where am I? I know, where am I? Settings-wise, let's see. They support English and Spanish, and have pretty standard settings for visual novels. Always need the skips and stuff. Excellent. Alright. Oh, no, don't want to quit this one. I just want to start. I don't know if I see a... Maybe I click this again. Nope. Alright, well, let's push start. Oh man, we're playing the demo. Chapter 1. The Awakening. Is Princess gonna think you're calling her? No, Princess is deaf. She can't hear me. This demo is an early access version of the game. It does not include additional content from the Kickstarter campaign, and that content will be included in full release. Content warning. Okay. It contains offensive language and discussion of heavy topics. Concerned Princess. The rain pours down into the ocean, filling it with itself and becoming part of something so much greater. Raising it to greater heights, it offers a salty taste to the gods in the night sky. Where do we go when we perish? The ocean cries out to the sky above. Concerned Princess. Only time will tell. The sky responds, looking down upon its tiny child throwing a temper tantrum. This is no ordinary day in the Atlantic. Something sinister is abound, and the waves rarely behave this way. Sirens blare from the clashing waves and foreboding atmosphere. 'Tis but a sign of things to come. There is no happiness here. All humans must... Oh no! All humans, I gotta swim better. No life, no love. Doesn't make a difference to the ocean. More food for the fish. It loves those who inhabit it. Not appreciating foreign invaders, it remains steadfast in pushing those without the ability to reside away. Exactly, Amber. Ah! In the woods the rain was more peaceful. The pitter-patter of the raindrops rest on the leaves and fall toward the ground. Burrowing into the dirt, the rain sleeps until it's called forth to the sky once again. Little did the rain know what it was in the presence of, in this particular forest, lies someone very special. This is the tale of a princess in a doomed world. No happy ending awaits her. No happy ending awaits anyone on this rock in the solar system. The princess slept soundly in the forest. The princess knows not what surrounds her. You are the princess, a sleeping beauty waiting to regain cognition. Wake up, dear princess. Gotta swim better. Enter her name. I don't know if I entered it. Oh no, okay, name. Well, it clearly said her name's Princess. We're gonna call her Princess. Princess. As you attempt to move, you find that you cannot do so. Numbness has taken over. Your body feels as if it is the statue. The only feeling comes from the tips of your fingers. Everything lacks such a feeling. You begin to panic. The feeling returns, so cold, so wet.
Where am I? How did I even get into a situation like this?
Well, let me raise it, Kim. She has voice acting.
Wait, I remember now. It was those guys at the damn rock show last night.
What do those guys do?
They must have laced this shit.
Oh no!
I've never taken Numb-X and had side effects this severe.
They did bad things to her bad things. No! You move your eyes around looking for your purse, but it is nowhere to be found. Oh my gosh. They stole our stuff too? No way! This means your cell phone, wallet, and other belongings are gone. The only thing they left behind was an empty bottle of pills. You don't recognize the brand.
As if things couldn't get any fucking worse for me right now. They must have stole my purse when I was unconscious.
I can't believe they stole her purse.
Guess I'll deal with that situation later. First, I need to stand up and get out of the rain.
She's like, I guess I'll deal with this later. I don't know. I guess she's angry, but I think I'd be panicking more. I'd be like, oh my gosh, they took my stuff. Where am I? You are able to slowly stand up and move under the cover of the trees. Everything is in so much pain. Your head is pounding. It feels like it is about to explode. Take cover and wait for the rain to end. Get moving and find your way home. I don't know. Do I got to be somewhere tomorrow? Probably wait for the rain to end. You decide to sit down and wait for the rain to stop before trying to go home. Being able to make that journey right now doesn't seem very realistic. I'm numb. Oh no. If numbness reached 100%, is that it?
I was starting to think the rain would never end. Thank goodness.
Alright, the rain ended. I'm gonna raise the volume just a little more. I'm trying to blast your ears out, but it's a little bit quieter here. After a long time of waiting, the rain comes to pass. Your body is extremely cold, and you cannot feel your skin at all. You won't last much longer out here in the cold night. We're about to get a game over. After walking for a couple of hours, you begin to see the outskirts of town in the distance. It is very relieving to finally see civilization again.
Only a little further until I can make it home. I can do this.
She can do this. Go, princess. You give yourself some motivation to continue along. However, the truth is, you are at your limit. We need the blinkies, the space blinkies. In the back of your mind, you know that you still have at least another 2 or 3 hours of walking until you make it home. As you walk through the countryside, you notice a house that still has its lights on. It looks as if it is a small, older home. One that has seen a lot of history.
I hate to be this person, but I really need help right now.
I think that's fair to say. You're in the middle of nowhere. They took your belongings. It's late at night. You should ask for help. People who live on this side of town are usually really nice. It is part of the culture out here to help people out when they are in need. Even though Virginia is pretty far north, a lot of people here still hold on to these traditional Southern values, especially those that live in rural areas.
Might as well knock and see if they're willing to help me out.
A little time passes, then you hear a resident begin to move. Someone approaches the door from the inside.
Sorry to bother you so late. I was walking back to the city and got caught up in the rain.
To the city? Well, that's a long walk late at night. You're welcome to take a rest inside my house. I will try and help you out the best I can.
The woman's house looks just as well lived in as the exterior. Everything seems like it is well loved and well used. She looks you up and down with a concerned look on her face.
My goodness, what is a pretty thing like you doing walking in the rain on a Sunday night?
It's a long story I would rather not talk about right now if I'm being honest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be pushy. I was just curious is all.
She's just curious, man. She letting you in the house?
My name is Samantha. I will go get you some towels and blankets.
Yay, she getting the winkies.
If you need anything else, please let me know.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. You can call me Princess.
Wow, they actually, I don't know if that's intentional. It's probably just, coincidence. Maybe.
Let's just say it's a nickname that was earned, not given.
I see, yeah. Okay, so probably doesn't matter what you put for the name here, but yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of my birth name anyway, so it was bound to stick.
Well, that sounds interesting, Miss Princess. Tell me more when I come back, okay?
Samantha's heading toward another room in the house. She moves slow, not because of her physical health, merely just to show she trusts you. It seems she'll be gone for a while, judging by how far away she has walked and how slowly she moved. Rifling her medicine cabinet, what the heck? Stand here and stay calm. How about we sit at the chair?
I can't lie to myself. I'm fiending, but I also have to control it.
I'm fiending? Oh no. Your problem rips into you for neglecting it. You do not give in this time, but this is one battle in a long war. Eventually you will be outnumbered, and only through incredible odds and dedication could they be overcome. Unrealistic goals lead to unrealistic outcomes. You must fight through unrealism. Samantha's like, darling, you doing alright over there? Gotta just stand there staring off into space, I'm a little concerned. Samantha walks back inside the living room. Looks like she forgot something. You take this. I couldn't help it. The way she zoomed in from the side kind of made me kind of crack up a little bit. Like, it could have been scary, but she's kind of like, hello? Her face, she's like, you doing all right? I'm a little concerned about you, child. You take this opportunity to speak your mind.
You wouldn't happen to have any painkillers, would you?
I'm sorry, honey. I stopped using that stuff a long time ago.
She has good voice acting, but I can barely hear her. Like, I'm worried about if I keep pumping up the volume, it's gonna blast your ears out at one point.
There's something I have that will help you out much more than a pill.
What are you gonna give us? A pillow?
Samantha? Where are you?
After waiting a while, you start to get worried she may have dozed off or something. After you call her name, you hear her begin to approach. You hear her footsteps approaching. Seems like she heard you and is coming back.
Looks like you're awake now. Here, these will help you dry off.
We fell asleep when we were wet? Samantha hands you an immense amount of blankets and towels. Well, how long were you gone, Samantha? We're cold! She must have collected many over the years. She seems to have a hard time letting things go.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I was busy fetching some medicine to help you out.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're still awake.
Well, how long was she gone?
It looks like the pills have taken a toll on you, honey.
Wait, how did you know I was on pills?
Well, let's just call it intuition from someone with a similar experience in their past.
Oh no, Samantha!
You came to the right person. I can help someone like you. But first, I want you to hear my story.
Her story, huh? Okay, well, I want to hear you talk, Samantha, but you're a little quiet, so I'm going to raise you up a little bit. I'm so sorry, though, if anyone else gets their ears blasted. Thank you, Rico.
Yes,
we're going to hear
of
a story in
course.
5 minutes. Come on, Samantha, you got 5 minutes. Tell me your story. Speak up, Samantha. We can't hear you. Can't hear you telling your story. Samantha begins the story talking about her upbringing. She was born and raised in South Carolina in a small beach town. Things were simple, and she was happy. After graduating high school, she married her high school sweetheart. Life was going smoothly so far, and nothing could get in her way. Things were not always simple, though. Complications began to arise. Around 10 years ago, Samantha's husband was injured at his job working construction. He went to a pain clinic and they prescribed him medicine for it. Little did he know the immense consequences this little prescription would have. His tolerance grew higher and higher, and so did the quantity of his prescription. Poor dude. No. 5 years after his first pill, Samantha's husband would have a problem and perish. Samantha had picked up on the habit as well, but swore to stop once her husband passed away. Well, how'd that happen to you? Doctors turned their back on Samantha. When she stopped taking the pill, she was no longer a profitable customer. No! Even though Samantha had stopped taking the pills, this problem persisted. Deep down, she knew she would relapse eventually. The pain in her heart couldn't be filled with anything. Not that she had any other option. Instead of relapsing, Samantha took matters into her own hands. She was able to find a way to create medicine to help her addiction symptoms. Wait, what? Although she was very vague on the details, she promised that she would tell you more when she can trust you. Finally, this information is also a letter to move to Virginia. Apparently, this is one of the few areas in the United States that all the needed ingredients can grow.
I'm so sorry. You've been through so much.
We are surprisingly doing pretty well, even though we were just found in the middle of nowhere with none of our belongings.
Losing someone to addiction isn't something I would wish on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
It is still the most difficult thing I have ever been through in my life.
Poor Samantha.
The past is the past, though. Nothing I can do to change it. What I can do is change the future.
Is that why you started creating your own medicine?
I don't know why. I keep raising the volume, but I feel like they get quieter and quieter. I keep raising it, and they get quieter and quieter. I don't know if it's just me.
Yes, but I can't share it. If they find out, then they'll prosecute me for distribution of illegal drugs.
Oh, dang, Samantha. That's why you gotta call it a salad. You call it a salad, and then people will be like, that's amazing. It's like quinoa. An awkward silence fills the room. You can tell this is a battle that Samantha's been fighting in her head for 4 years. Salad. Exactly, you call it a salad, Samantha. You're growing crops out here. The reality is that anything that cuts into the profits of modern medicine will never be prompted or allowed to exist. Oh. Any threat will be outlawed or exterminated by the great forces of capitalism. Money over morals is a lesson learned, though hard-earned experience, not just from her, but from many others like her.
Even if I cannot publish my discoveries, that doesn't stop me from being able to help people like you.
I was thinking the same thing too, Rico. As I was reading through this, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if this is based on maybe one of the developers' like personal experiences. As we saw in the Women-Led Games showcase, there were definitely a number of games there that were being developed based on people's personal experiences, which I think is, you know, a really cathartic experience for them. And that's kind of sense I'm getting from this game. I know I'm kind of making light of it and kind of teasing here and there, but I think the subject that they did give a warning about, like, hey, this does have heavy subjects in it, it does seem like they're trying to express their own feelings about the subject matter. So, yeah, even though I'm kind of teasing here and there, like, I do want to, you know, be very cognizant and let you all know I am aware that they're talking about some pretty serious things.
I want you to have a sip of this, as long as you promise to keep this a secret between us.
She's gonna give a sip of the salad, and then she wants us to get better. You're doing a good job of it so far. Yeah, I get the sense that it's you know, when you read what someone writes, like, and they have a very strong voice and opinion, like, they're definitely making that very apparent, I think. And it's interesting though, because the premise of the game, like, when I first saw it, I kind of thought it was gonna be more supernatural, you know? I think there are still elements of that, but I think it's more of I don't know if allegory is the right word for it just yet, but, you know, I think they're trying to, like, tell a story around, like, battling an addiction and how tough it is. And that's probably why they're like, well, Princess of the World's End, like, you need to, you know, help her get through this. Oh, thank you, Rico. Yes, let me move us on to our next one here, though. But yeah, if you're interested in checking this out, I think it probably has a very strong message they're trying to send, and so I will put a link to the game in the VOD description below if you're watching the VOD. It's very cool they have voice acting. And it's great that they have a really strong message they're trying to send, so. We don't want to try your homemade sarsaparilla. Oh, I mean, she's gonna give us a sip. Okay, we gotta keep it a secret. Rico, it's a sip. That's why we're gonna get a sip and keep it a secret, okay? You heard, Samantha. They're gonna try to profit off of it otherwise. But yeah, thank you to Wake Call Studios for providing us a copy of this. A secret sip. Yeah, I'm curious how to progress too. Yeah, so I think they might have a demo of this available. Let's see. There is a demo available, so if you want to see more about Samantha's secret sip and then more of Princess and what she's going through, you could definitely check out the demo. I think I have it linked in the pin above. But yeah, we're going to move on to our next game because we do have a ton of games to go through. Alright, let me get this going.